Hey guys, Sak here from sakitech, and in today's video what we have is the Samsung Galaxy S24 FE. This is Samsung's latest smartphone that they just released. So in this video, we're going to do an unboxing, a tour, and a review of this product. So let's dive in and get started right away. So I'm going to lift up the box right over here. And as you can see, we have this blue Samsung Galaxy S24 FE right inside. A very nice color. So let me lift this up real quick. I'm going to put it right over here. And you can see this side of the box is empty. But on this side, we have the usual. If I remove this box, I have the guide, the USB Type-C cable for charging, and a little tool right here to poke that SIM card tray. Okay, so let's put these to the side and divert our attention to the main dish. Now, like I mentioned, this is going to be the blue color, but we do have 4 color options. As you can see from left to right, it's blue, mint, gray, and graphite, which is basically black. Now, the starting price is going to be $650 for the 128GB model and $710 for the 256GB model. And of course, the links to buy at the lowest pricing and best incentives is going to be down below. Let's dive into the details. All right, so here we have it. Let's quickly look at the camera. So here we have a triple camera system as usual. We have a 50 megapixel main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, and an 8 megapixel telephoto camera capable of 3 times optical zoom. And also you can notice on the sides, we do have a flat matte finish, okay? We've got the volume rocker, the power button. This is all aluminum on the side. On the bottom, we have the USB Type-C port. We have the speaker, and we have some microphones. On this side, we have a flat aluminum frame, nothing going on here. And then over here, we have the SIM card tray, microphones, and that's what we got around the device. Now, when it comes to the build quality, we do have upgraded Gorilla Glass Victus, but you will notice that the rear is going to be shiny and it's reflective. It is not going to be matte. I do wish that was actually matte finish like the standard S24 series, but that's what we have over here. But we do have those nice aluminum matte sides. The phone itself looks pretty gorgeous. All right, so let's set this thing up. I've just turned it on. And one thing I'm going to let you know is we do have a larger display compared to the S23 FE from last year. So we're going to talk about that. Let me just set this up. I'll be right back. These are very simple procedures. You just start, enter information, and we're going to be at the main screen in no time. All right, so here we have it. We are at the main screen. So let me quickly give you the stats on the display. So I'm going to go to my settings. I'm going to go into my display. And first and foremost, we have an upgraded 6.7-inch display compared to last year's 6.4. In fact, here we have the S23 FE. You can see the bezels are larger. So these are going to be 18% smaller bezels, but the display is going to be larger. And also the display is going to be larger. Okay, so this is going to be a 1900 nits peak brightness display. And this is going to be 1400 nits. That's the old model. This is the new model. Now, one thing I want to have you guys notice is that the camera cutout is a little bit larger on this one compared to the old model. But again, like we mentioned, the bezels have been reduced in size. So that's the display. And of course, it is going to be Gorilla Glass Victus. So we do have an upgraded build quality as well. And of course, with the display, we have an adaptive 120 Hz display refresh rate, which is great. And I do want to mention about the software. We do have the latest software. It is actually One UI 6.1.1, even though it says 0.1. It's got all the latest features. So even if you go back over here, all the way on the top, you can see the brand new Galaxy AI menu with all the signature AI features that Samsung offers on their S24 series, which is great. And you will get 7 years of OS updates and 7 years of security updates. So the software package is impeccable. Now we also have stereo speakers. So if I go into my settings and if I go into my sounds and vibration, at the bottom, you can see we also have Dolby Atmos. Okay, so that means high quality sound when you're watching movies, music, voice, whatever. Now, one more thing I want to quickly mention is if I go to my settings, we do have under connected services some premium features. we have Samsung DeX availability, we have link to Windows, we have camera sharing, and we have all these continuity services for Samsung. So that's all good. Now, one more thing I want to talk about has to do with the brand new processor. So the S24 FE is using the Exynos 2400E processor. This one, the old version, the S23 FE, had a 2200 processor, and you can see the results. We do have a significant jump in performance. So this is going to be a more powerful phone. You can see single core 1728 versus 2004. And then multi-core is 4250 versus 6190. So we are looking at a 45% jump in performance in multi-core, which is a very important metric when it comes to performance. And of course, I do want to mention both of these phones do have 8 gigabytes of RAM, okay? So great increase in performance with the Exynos processor. That's going to be great for gaming and any task you throw at it. And going back to AI, we have the brand new circle to search feature, which is this thing right over here. You can circle anything on the screen to get Google results, and highly used feature. And also, if I go into my Edge panels, you can see we do have the brand new Smart Select option, okay, which is also, you can select anywhere on the screen to take a screenshot and also perform various options with that screenshot. And then if I go over here, we also have the brand new sketch to image feature, which turns basic doodles into masterpieces. So here's an example. Somebody just sketched a cat and it's going to transform that into when you tap generate, you get that. So let me give you an example real quick so you see it works quickly because it's a fast phone. So if I were to draw a car, okay, and of course I'm going to do something very low level here, and then let's do a sketch, tap on generate, and that's just another one of AI features, just one of the many AI features, by the way. I'm going to show you the other ones in a second, but let's see, look at this. So that is sketch to image. Okay, so it took my low level doodle and turned it into a much more impressive photo. And you have a lot of options. You can redo it. You can save all these, no problem. If I pinch the screen, I go to wallpaper and style. I can also change my wallpapers using generative AI. And I also have access to photo ambient wallpapers, which will, if there's snowing outside or if it's raining outside, it is going to showcase that stuff right on your lock screen wallpaper, okay? And then we have this one. Let's do a quick example in case you have not seen this before. So I'm going to select one of these options, painting. I'm going to say painting of a canyon. I'm going to say just let's add some robots into the canyon, and let's do 19th century realist style, whatever that is. Tap on generate, tap on I agree, and that should create a wallpaper fairly quickly because we do have that fast processor. So there we go. Okay, so let's set this as a wallpaper. Fantastic. Okay, and again, if I go back over here, you can see we have all the core Galaxy AI features: chat assist, interpreter for translation, for live translation when you're talking to other people. You got note assist features, transcription services, browser AI features, and of course photo assist and all that stuff. I'm going to show you one more thing here that's pretty cool, but let's talk about the battery. So when it comes to the battery, we have an improvement. So the battery is now larger because the phone is slightly bigger than the older model. We can put a larger battery inside. So this is 4700 milliamp hours, and this is going to be 4500 milliamp hours, the older version. Now both phones have reverse wireless charging despite not even being flagship. So that's great with Samsung phones. You get wireless power sharing and wireless charging, and also you have IP68 water resistance on these phones. So all the core flagship features you can find on these phones, no problem. All right, so we have looked at just about everything here. So this phone, I think, is a rock solid package. It is $650, so that is $210 cheaper than the entry-level S24. So if you want to save some dollars, $210 to be exact, but you still want the S24 series, this is an option to consider based on your needs. The processor is impressively fast. The display is larger, it is brighter, we have that larger battery. The only thing I can say is when Samsung is making a fan edition smartphone, maybe they should include a 3.5mm headphone jack, which they haven't, but that would have been another plus. But beyond that, I cannot complain. I think at the price point compared to the other Samsung phones and the iPhones, this is a great package. But stay tuned for more detailed review and also comparison videos with other smartphones. If you have any questions, just drop it down below and let me know. For now, guys, have a fantastic day.